fight over an illegal $100 million taxpayer handout to a professional hockey team. And when a taxpayer watchdog group challenged the plan, the city sued them. You got to see this one and hear it to believe it. City of Glendale, Arizona wants to give $100 million taxpayer dollars to a rich hockey fan so he can purchase the local National Hockey League team, the Phoenix Coyotes, in order to keep the team in their town. The city argues that keeping the team will generate all sorts of income. But when the conservative taxpayer watchdog group with the wonderful name, the Goldwater Institute, challenged the plan, saying it violates Arizona's Constitution, which prohibits corporate welfare, the city turned around and threatened to sue the Goldwater Institute for $500 million. They want to sue because someone wants to uphold the rule of law? Have they heard about freedom of speech? Here with this incredible story is Darcy Olsen, president of the Goldwater Institute. Darcy, it's a pleasure. Welcome to Freedom Watch.
My pleasure.
All right, tell us what
Thank
happened.
you.
As I understand it, this hockey team went bankrupt. The National Hockey League bought them from the bankrupt estate. Some local rich guy wants to buy them, but the city has offered to front $100 million. And you suggested this might not be unlawful, and suddenly you're a defendant, you, the Goldwater Institute, in a lawsuit.
You just can't believe these stories, but they are true. You know, there's an old saying that if you have neither the facts nor the law, pound the table. And in this case, they have neither the facts nor the law, so they decided to slap a lawsuit on our organization for investigating this deal. And we do have reason to believe that this deal is unconstitutional according to Arizona's Constitution, which bans corporate welfare like this. And 37 other states have a similar clause to prevent these kinds of backroom deals.
Well, Darcy, who actually is suing you? Is it the guy that wants to buy the team? Is it the National Hockey League itself? Is it the city of Glendale?
It's the city of Glendale who has threatened to sue us, and we think that's just sort of old-style Chicago bullying because they announced that 5 days ago, and yet we haven't been served any papers, and we think it was sort of a last-ditch attempt to silence the Goldwater Institute so that we would stop investigating this deal. But I've got to tell you, that you cannot believe what they want to do here. They want to take, this is a city that has a debt the 3 times the national average for a city its size. They want to go into further debt. They want to issue bonds and basically use taxpayer money to buy a sports team for a Chicago mogul who will then own this team.
Wow. Let me get this straight. I mean, the Constitution's pretty clear. Congress shall make no law abridging the freedom of speech. The 14th Amendment applies the Constitution to state and local governments as well. So it might as well say no government shall abridge freedom of speech. And yet you have the local government there trying to silence you because you are criticizing it. What you are doing is as American as the American Revolution was. And these people think they're the King of England or Woodrow Wilson, and they can punish people for public speech.
This happens in small towns and in large cities in America every single day. And that's why we have organizations like the Goldwater Institute, so that no matter who is in office, you can count on us to defend the rule of law. And I've got to tell you, no city or person is above the law. And in this case, Glendale is making a big mistake to threaten a lawsuit against an organization like ours. You're absolutely right. All of us as individuals, as citizens, as activists, and with organizations, we have our First Amendment rights, and we should be speaking out and investigating deals like this that occur under the cover of night.
Good luck to you, Darcy. Keep up the good fight. Thanks for joining us here.
Thank you.